Hey guys, it is 7:15 on Thursday evening. I'm just gonna let things load here while things are being pushed out here. I think it's only gonna come from south today, just because I've been having all sorts of wonderful technical difficulties, as you guys know, the last couple of weeks. So yeah, I'll just kind of wait for everybody to join, get notified, all that fun stuff. So tonight we are going to be talking about hydration, what that means, are you doing it right, and why we're doing this and why we're talking about this tonight, okay? I was going to do it outside, but as we probably all can see, it's kind of storming out there, sort of. It's kind of sad, actually. They keep talking about these severe weather storms and stuff like that. It's just raining. You guys can see my post. I'm very frustrated with the weather people. Hey, Lou. All right, so let's get started. So tonight we're going to be talking about hydration. So what that means, and all things water. All right. So please say hi as you guys join me. Love to see you. Give you guys a shout out, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm a little sort of. I had my stuff all set up outside. I was kind of having a sort of a plan out there, but it kind of got tipped over. So we're going to get started here. So like I said, tonight, all things hydration. So let's talk about the basics here. Like I said, as you guys join online, please say hello. Actually, I'm just going to kind of give it a couple seconds. I just want to talk about the stuff that's coming up this weekend. I'm sure you guys saw, I put a post in most of the groups today regarding the nutrition stuff that's going on this weekend after classes, as well as the military based workouts. So I'm kind of excited about that because we've actually never been open on a Sunday. And I've been sort of thinking about something like this for a really long time. But just wasn't sure how to go about doing it. So it was a great opportunity that we grabbed. So yeah, and you guys get prizes, you get movie passes, stuff like that. So come on in. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will put in links to this Facebook post a little bit later. Hey Kaylee, nice to see you. Yeah, so I'll be editing this post a little bit later, and I'll put links for both the military post and the nutrition class, and they are free and open to anyone that wants to join us. All right. So let's get started. Like I said, we're going to be talking about all things hydration right now. So let's just talk about the basics here. And feel free to chime in at any time. Again, please say hi as you join the group here. It's really nice to see other people kind of chiming in here. Yeah. Anyways, so talking about the basics. How much water? How much water? And there's like all sorts of calculations that we can talk about and stuff like that. But we're going to just talk about basic things. Just tracking your water. Do you know how much water you drink? Do you have any idea? Just give me 1 second here. Sorry. Anyways, so we're going to talk about how much water you're actually drinking, okay? So do you guys know? Do you have any idea? Do you track? How do you track if you do? There's some pretty easy ways that we've suggested in the past to give you guys some hints on how to do that. So the first thing that I would put out to you is just track your water. And the best and easiest way and the cheapest way I've come across is getting one of those 4-liter jugs. You can buy it at Save-On or Sobeys or wherever you shop. They're like $2.50, $2.75, and you get a 4-liter jug of water. So carry that sucker around with you everywhere. Drink it throughout the day. Hey Kelly, nice to see you. Drink it throughout the day and see at the end of the day how much water you actually drank. Take it to boot camp if you're going to boot camp. Put it on your desk at work. Whatever it is, if you're a nurse or a doctor or stuff like that, put it on the reception desk or whatever. One of the best things that I can suggest is writing on the side of it. I wish I had one. I've been using these babies for the last little while. They're almost as cheap as buying the 2-liter jug, or pardon me, the 4-liter jugs at Save On. They're like $3, $3.50 at the dollar store, and you can find them everywhere. Honestly, they're not great in the dishwasher, but they are the highest or the lowest rating with BPAA, which is actually kind of cool for a dollar store. And really, if you go through every couple of weeks because you stuck them in the dishwasher, what's the big deal, right? So this is 1.5 liters. I know that if I drink, hey Michelle, 2 of these, that's at least 3 liters. If I drink 3 of these, I'm golden. All right, so that's my aim pretty much every day, is to drink about 4 liters of water. On hot days like this, it's probably close to 5. But let's talk about the other end of the scale. Most of us don't have this problem, but there is such a thing as drinking too much water. Anything more than probably 7 liters a day, depending on what your activity is throughout the day. Of course, if you're out in the heat and you're working and all those kinds of things, you definitely want to be drinking a little bit more water, well, probably a lot more water, especially in this, than you normally do. However, for the average person, between 3.5 to 5 liters of water a day is probably more than enough. Again, it comes down to body weight. There's like calculations and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to post that right now just because that's not really what we're talking about. What I will challenge you guys to do is track your water. Really truly see how much you're actually drinking. So if you guys are using stuff like this, like a shaker cup, I think these are 750 mils. So are you actually tracking how many of these you're drinking throughout the day? So, and when I say that, are you drinking the entire thing and then refilling it? So sort of think about that, because I'm really bad for these little ones where I put my BCAAs in here, so I'm constantly refilling it. So when I drink stuff like this, I really have no idea how much water I'm actually consuming. When I drink something like this, where I know that I can drink the whole thing, fill it up, it's manageable, it's kind of cool. Like there's, I think there's a bunch of colors and stuff like that, right? You can hang on to it. It's really easy to do, and it's actually pretty easy to clean. For $3.50, I can fill it up, take it with me all day. All right. So sort of think about those things, make it easy on yourself, but start tracking your water, especially now that it's summer and all those kinds of things. Any questions about that? I'm just some water. Feel free to say something below or just say hello. I'd love to give you guys a shout out. So let's not talk about, right at the beginning, let's not talk about why, because you're going to boot camp and all those kinds of things. What is water really? Why is hydration so necessary? The first and foremost thing, it's for organ function. All right, so your brain, all of your organs, your kidneys, your liver, your lungs, your heart, you're made of water. 80%, more than 80% of you is made up of water when you take everything in. Your skin is an organ. All right, you need water in order to function on a regular basis. You cannot survive without water. All right, you can survive longer without water, but, or pardon me, sorry, that makes no sense. You can survive without food, but you cannot survive without water. Your body will just give out on you. Nothing will work. We're talking about waste. All right, so getting rid of toxins in your body. So we're just talking about the regular way, so bowel movement, all of those kinds of things. But there's other things that are happening in your body that there's removal of all these things. So it comes through your skin. Again, with the heat that's been going on, we're sweating excessively. If you've got, I know like Candace and people like that are living in a warehouse right now during the day, and it's hot as hell. So they're sweating, drinking all this water, but they're not necessarily replenishing the things that they're sweating out, especially when it's so excessive. So I just kind of want to stay on track here. But so removing waste, The other thing would be lubricating your joints. So let's move into boot camp stuff, right? So we have a lot of high impact stuff that we're doing. A lot of people are complaining about joint pain. A lot of that will come from muscle weakness, just because your joints are taking all the brunt, because your muscles just aren't there yet, right? And that's what we kind of work on with things like bender balls and squats against the wall and stuff like that. We're going to work up the muscle around the joint. But there's things that you can do to increase that comfortability, we'll say. It's going to increase the lubrication in your joints. You can take glucosamine, but the best and cheapest and best thing you can do, water. Okay, it's free. They give it to us for free. So drink it. Okay, it's really good for you guys. Get in the habit of drinking water. So let's move into the boot camp stuff. So the lubricating your joints part, but the other thing, maintaining temperature. Do you guys realize that having a good hydration level keeps your body, your core temperature down? So when you're going to boot camps in this temperature, we don't have air conditioning over at South. We do the best we can, and you guys are rock stars for doing it, but it's kind of awful, especially when it's muggy out and stuff like that. So you guys got to be paying attention to that. Your water level throughout the day. And I don't mean before, during, and after boot camp. I mean in the 24 hours of your day. All right? Of course, you're going to be a little bit more thirstier during those times, but this is not the time to be guzzling water, because really you're going to end up just peeing most of it out because your body's not used to what you're doing. So get your body used to that, and that goes back to tracking your water, just going back to the basics. So find out how much you're actually drinking, and then kind of gauge, okay, do I need to add water here? How am I going to do that? I really wish I had an example of a 4-liter water jug, but what I used to do is write right on the side with a Sharpie times of when I needed to drink this much water by. So if you have a desk job, and totally I get it, like I used to be in IT for a really long time. You sit there for hours and hours and hours and you don't realize that you haven't moved for 7. So suddenly there's a giant jug of water and you're like, crap, I need to drink all of this. Probably not going to go well. You can be in the washroom for the next 2 hours, right? It's just your body's not going to absorb it because that's not how it works. So make sure that you're timing it right. It's not hard, but you guys got to go the extra mile here, all right? Do the thing, buy the $250 jug or 4-liter jug, and track your stuff. It's really important, especially again in this heat. So again, maintaining temperature. So you get dehydrated, you get lightheaded, dizzy, muscle cramps, all those kinds of things. So again, really important. And quite honestly, this actually happens in the winter too, or when it's not super hot. If you're dehydrated and you're going to boot camp and you're doing all the things and you're not hydrating yourself properly, this stuff is still going to happen. All right, this is a little bit more pertinent to the weather that we're having right now. I keep looking outside because it's getting nice out. So much for the storm. Anyways, so let's move on. So what can you do to maintain the things in your water, and why is kind of paying attention to how much you sweat important? When you sweat, you're not just losing water, okay? You're losing 3 really important things, okay? These are what the majority of electrolytes are made up of, all right? And electrolytes are incredibly important for you, okay? Chloride, potassium, sodium, okay? Chloride, potassium, sodium. These are the majority of your electrolytes, okay? They keep that sodium, that salt in. When you're sweating too much, you're losing all of these things. So it's really important that you're doing that, okay? Do you guys have any questions about anything? I'm going to kind of plow through this. It's about 7:30 right now. So things that you can do about electrolytes. So my very favorite thing, and it's a little bit, you probably can't really see this, it's backwards, but it's Vega. It's the Sport Electrolyte Hydrator. All right, it's really geared for, people like me. Like I eat a keto diet, so I need a really high salt intake. but more on the potassium side than the sodium side. Long story short, this is really good for me. There's lots of other ways of getting electrolytes in without having to go buy really expensive products. You have coconut water. Coconut water is actually pretty inexpensive. You can even get it in Tetra Paks. I will advise you guys, Gatorade, not necessarily the best choice. Yeah, it's full of the sodium, chloride, and potassium, but it's also really, really high in sugar and a lot of the bad stuff. All right, so just kind of keep that in mind. Like, there's a whole lot of food coloring, all that kind of stuff. Honestly, right now, I saw it in Save On the other day. I think it was like literally on the shelf between the vegetables and stuff like that, which was kind of cool. But they're in little Tetra Paks, so little drink boxes. And it's coconut water. It's flavored. The sugar is way down compared to a Gatorade, and the electrolytes are way up. All right, so it's a really cheap way of getting that hydration, and especially when we've got obstacle course races, we've got camping trips, we've got hikes and stuff like that all in the summer with you guys. Kelly, it's pretty intimidating to see that's how much I have to drink. I agree, but it gives you an idea of how much you actually drink. So that's kind of the point of getting that, is drinking it and seeing, okay, well, this is how much I actually drank in a day. So do I need to up it? Am I good? Where do I need to kind of adjust? So tracking is really a good thing. The 4-liter jug is kind of a pain in the ass to drag around for sure, but you want to make sure that you're kind of tracking it. So if you're drinking out of one source in one day, because especially if you're new to drinking water, you're probably not going to get through the 4-liter jug. So please make sure that you're kind of putting times on it. So you're kind of reminding yourself as you're doing it, right? So you're just going to do like a little tick with a Sharpie or something like that. 10 a.m., 12 p.m., 2 p.m., 4 p.m., etc. Does that make sense? Okay. The other thing for people who are more on the athletic side, you're doing boot camp, you're doing other things. Again, the things that I mentioned earlier, you're going out hiking. There's so many things that you're doing in the summer because we can, and we pack it all in 2 or 3 months, right? But there's still, for a lot of our boot campers, there's still that weight loss goal, right? Or at least you're trying to maintain through the summer. And trust me, I know, okay, summer is not the best time to lose weight, but you know what? It's great to have goals. It's hard to stay on track, but you know what? Water is your best friend. It's going to help you burn fat. You cannot lose fat if you're dehydrated, okay? So your body, again, is going to hold on to the fat because the fat actually holds water and it's protecting you, okay? So if you're dehydrated, your body's holding on to everything it can, which is also why it doesn't last very long without water. You can last a lot longer without food than you can with water. And it also really, really, really helps with your fat burning capacity. All right. So it's 7:33. Are there any other questions? It's a topic we've hit a lot. It's not a new topic. I was hoping to hit something a little bit different today, but my plan fell through. But next Thursday, I think that I've got something lined up, so stay tuned. In fact, actually, in the next coming weeks, I'm really excited. I've got so much going on. I'm going to be at Gym Rat in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be on location. I'm going to I think they've got a new location over in Terwilliger. They've got 5 locations now. So I'm thinking I'm going to be in Terwilliger on location. I'm going to be interviewing the owner. I'm also going to be interviewing Courtney Olson, which we've been sort of talking back and forth the last few weeks. She's right now in Australia, so the time difference is kind of a pain in the ass. But I'm desperately waiting for Facebook to do a 2-person broadcast. If you don't know who Courtney Olson is, head on over to Girl Clothing, so GRRRL, I think that's what it is, .com, actually .ca. She's got a Canadian store. So there's going to be a lot going on with that. You guys will definitely know about it. I will be boosting that huge once we can nail down a date and a time for that. The times might be a little bit different just because of the times difference. But again, I'll just kind of keep you guys updated. But next week, I'm really hoping to be over at Gym Rat. But yeah, stay tuned. And we'll have all things supplements. We're going to get it right from the guy who knows supplements like the Bible. At least that's what his reputation is. So I'm excited about that. Kelly, can I mix BCAAs? Absolutely. What do you think this is? I've got this and this. And a lot of guys, actually a lot of BCAAs will have electrolytes actually in them. And I even found a product, I think it's Sheena and Colleen over West. They use it, what is it, Mutant? I think it's Mutant. And it even has protein in it. So it's kind of a cool blend. Mine's very simple. Mine's just got the BCAAs in it, which is why I supplement with this. But again, I need the sodium and potassium levels, especially for keto, to be very high for myself, especially on days like this when it's super hot and I'm sweating a lot. So yeah. Any other questions regarding that stuff? I can certainly post any links for BCAAs or electrolytes if you guys want. There was one that I wanted to sort of show you guys, but it's a coconut. It's a hydrolyzed powder. I'm just going to see if I can find it again. I'll see if I can show you a picture of it. It's called Coconut Hydro. And it is literally electrolytes from coconuts, which is where you should be getting it from anyways. I'm just going to take this off and turn it around. Let's see here. Can you guys see that? Cocoa Hydro. I don't know if you can see that or not. That's what it looks like. Anyways, if you can see it. I've seen it at Planet Organic. I've seen it at Earth's General. I don't venture out too far these days, so if anybody has any other comments about that, please let me know. Please, what would you like? Oh, the picture of the coconut hydro. So it's derived from coconuts. Sorry, I'm just trying to read the description here. I've used it in the past. It's just really high in carbs for me with sugar. The reason I use Vega is because there's no sugar in it. So there's a difference. So if you're going to be smart, pick the Cocoa Hydro. You can literally use it as a powder, just similar to BCAA or whatever else. And it works just the same. All right. Any other questions? So I'm going to ask the skill testing question. Tonight we have a bag to give away. And honestly, I'm kind of loving these bags. This is my bag. It's kind of beat to hell right now because I take it everywhere with me. Yes, I can share the link, Hope. Absolutely. Let me write that down. So, skill testing question coming up. What are the 3 things that you lose when you sweat? The 3 main electrolytes. The first person who can answer that will get a bag. No matter where you are, whether you're West, Innisfail, or South, or you don't belong to us at all, we'll figure out a way of getting that to you, okay? Again, question, what are the 3 electrolytes that you lose when you sweat? So I named them earlier in the video. So if you guys have any comments, please post below. If I don't get it in the next 30 seconds here, I'm going to leave it, and you will have to tag me. Again, my name is Chantel Glesman. If I don't get a tag, well, I guess you guys are kind of out of luck. I'm going to leave that there. However, Don't forget about Saturday, Sunday. Look at you, Lou. You got it, hun. All right, Lou, you got it. Come and grab your bag for me tomorrow. As usual, I'm there all day. But yeah, your bag is in. Great job. So close, Hope. Nope, not calcium though. But close. Good job, hun. Like I said, so Lou, come grab your bag for me. Just remind me tomorrow. I'll remember when I see you, I think. I hope. I don't know. But if you guys have any questions regarding this, I will send the link for BCAAs. So are you talking about this one, Hope? The actual BCAAs or the electrolytes? Just let me know. Really close, though. So just comment below, Hope, so that I can make sure that I post the right link for you. I'm going to sign off. Okay, BCAAs, yes. But yeah, I'm going to sign off here. Okay, done. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. If you need anything from me, please tag me below, or you can PM me. My name is Chantel Glesman. I'm pretty much the only one. Well, I know I'm the only one. So I'm pretty much the only one on Facebook named me. So if you're looking for me, please feel free to PM me if you have any questions about anything. Aside from that, guys, come visit me on Saturday. You're more than welcome to come for a free class Saturday morning, and then afterwards join me for a free nutrition seminar after that, as well as Sunday 12 to 2:30. We're having our military-inspired workouts. So you can see on our pages in our events page, just click on the events, go to South Edmonton Common, or South Edmonton Fit Body Boot Camp. I was just there today, and it was a nightmare, by the way. So South Edmonton Fit Body Boot Camp, go to the events page. This is a lot of information for me to remember right now. I've posted a lot of links today. Easy ways to find the event, easy ways of finding the trailer, ideas of what we're doing. I'm going to post this video here shortly. Yeah, obviously I need to eat because I'm forgetting what I'm talking about now. I think I answered everybody's comments here. Anyways, see you guys tomorrow. Lee, come pick up your bag. Hope, great job, and I will post those links here shortly. Okay, bye.